Imagine a life where every step towards self-improvement actually pulls you further away from true happiness. Intrigued? Stay tuned as we unravel a profound Buddhist truth that might just redefine your pursuit of a better self. Welcome, seekers of serenity and wisdom. In our relentless quest for self-improvement, we often find ourselves trapped in an endless cycle of more success, more possessions, more accolades. But what if the secret to a fulfilling life isn't in the more, but in the less? Today, we delve into the ancient wisdom of Buddhism to discover why the modern mantra of self-improvement might be the very obstacle blocking your path to inner peace. The illusion of the self. Before we talk about the essence of self in Buddhism, it's crucial to understand its departure from conventional perspectives. Unlike the prevailing belief in a fixed and immutable identity, Buddhism presents a dynamic and impermanent view of the self. This paradigm shift lies at the heart of Buddhist philosophy, challenging individuals to reassess their fundamental understanding of who they are. Central to this concept is the doctrine of anatta, or non-self. According to Buddhist teachings, the idea of a permanent and unchanging self is deemed illusory, a fabrication of the mind seeking stability amidst the flux of existence. By clinging to this illusion of a fixed identity, individuals inadvertently subject themselves to suffering. This attachment breeds discontent and frustration as they strive to maintain an identity that goes against the natural order of impermanence. In essence, Buddhism posits that the pursuit of a fixed self is akin to chasing after a mirage, a futile endeavor that only leads to disillusionment and dissatisfaction. By recognizing the transitory nature of the self, individuals can liberate themselves from the shackles of attachment and embrace the fluidity of existence. This shift in perspective offers a path towards greater peace and acceptance, allowing individuals to navigate life's ever-changing landscape with equanimity and resilience. The pursuit of self-improvement and suffering. Before we talk about the ramifications of relentless self-improvement, it's essential to recognize its potential consequences. The modern ethos of constantly striving for self-betterment can inadvertently foster a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction and inadequacy. This relentless pursuit creates a never-ending cycle where individuals are perpetually dissatisfied with their current state, constantly seeking to attain a perceived better version of themselves. Buddhism offers a poignant critique of this condition, shedding light on its underlying causes. According to Buddhist teachings, the relentless pursuit of self-improvement stems from attachment to an illusory concept of the self. By clinging to this notion, individuals subject themselves to unnecessary suffering as they strive to mold themselves into an idealized image that aligns with societal standards. Moreover, the quest for a better self often blinds individuals to the inherent value of their authentic selves. In the pursuit of self-enhancement, individuals may overlook their unique strengths, talents, and virtues, instead focusing on perceived flaws and shortcomings. This perpetual self-critique not only erodes self-esteem, but also undermines one's sense of worth and belonging. In essence, Buddhism cautions against the pitfalls of relentless self-improvement, urging individuals to cultivate self-acceptance and appreciation for their authentic selves. By letting go of attachment to an idealized self and embracing imperfection, individuals can find greater contentment and fulfillment in the present moment. The paradox of striving for a better self. Before we talk about the intersection of Buddhism's concept of anatta with the modern drive for self-improvement, it's crucial to understand the foundational differences between the two perspectives. Buddhism's assertion of anatta, or non-self, directly challenges the prevailing notion of a fixed and enduring self that underpins the pursuit of self-improvement. In contrast to the modern emphasis on enhancing a fixed identity, Buddhism suggests that seeking to improve a self that is ultimately illusory only perpetuates suffering. The relentless pursuit of self-enhancement is rooted in attachment to this illusionary concept of the self, leading individuals down a path of discontent and frustration. Rather than chasing after an improved self, Buddhism advocates for a shift in focus towards cultivating qualities that foster genuine well-being. Practices such as compassion and mindfulness are central to this approach, as they encourage individuals to transcend the limitations of the ego and connect with the broader fabric of existence. By redirecting energy away from the pursuit of an idealized self and towards the development of qualities that promote inner peace and harmony, individuals can break free from the cycle of suffering inherent in the quest for self-improvement. In essence, Buddhism invites individuals to embrace a path of self-discovery and growth that transcends the confines of the ego, leading to greater fulfillment and liberation from suffering. Embracing imperfection, wabi-sabi. Before we talk about the profound philosophy of wabi-sabi, it's important to understand its deep connection to Buddhist teachings. Rooted in the principles of impermanence and non-self, wabi-sabi offers a unique perspective on life's imperfections and the inherent beauty found within them. At its core, wabi-sabi celebrates the transient nature of existence, acknowledging that nothing is permanent or static. This perspective aligns closely with Buddhism's understanding of impermanence, which teaches us to embrace the ebb and flow of life without attachment. One of the central tenets of wabi-sabi is the appreciation of life's imperfections. Rather than striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection, wabi-sabi invites us to find beauty in the flawed, the weathered, and the imperfect. It encourages us to accept ourselves and others as perfectly imperfect beings, each with our own unique quirks and idiosyncrasies. In this way, wabi-sabi resonates deeply with Buddhism's concept of non-self, which suggests that there is no fixed or enduring essence to cling to. Instead of seeking perfection or permanence, wabi-sabi encourages us to embrace the ever-changing nature of ourselves and the world around us. By embracing the principles of impermanence, imperfection, and non-self, wabi-sabi offers a path to liberation from the suffering caused by attachment and desire. It reminds us that true beauty lies not in the flawless and pristine, but in the imperfect and fleeting moments that make life truly meaningful. Finding peace in santosha. In a society that often equates success with accumulation, be it wealth, accolades, or material possessions, santosha, or contentment, emerges as a refreshing antidote. This principle, deeply rooted in yogic philosophy, is not a call for passivity or complacency, but rather an invitation to find a sense of peace and satisfaction with what we already have and who we inherently are. Santosha challenges the pervasive notion that we must constantly strive for more to be happy. It asks us to pause the relentless pursuit of external validation and to turn inward, recognizing that true contentment comes from within. This is not to say that ambition or desire for growth is inherently wrong, but rather that our happiness should not be contingent upon these things. The practice of santosha encourages us to appreciate the present moment and to cherish the simple joys that life offers. It teaches us to value our experiences and relationships over our possessions and achievements. In doing so, we cultivate a sense of gratitude for the abundance that already exists in our lives, which often goes unnoticed in the race for more. Moreover, santosha helps us to recognize that our worth is intrinsic and not tied to our productivity or success. It liberates us from the pressure to prove ourselves and allows us to live in harmony with our true nature. By embracing santosha, we give ourselves permission to be content with who we are, as we are, without the need for constant self-improvement or comparison to others. In essence, santosha is about finding balance. It's about understanding that while it's natural to have goals and aspirations, our sense of well-being shouldn't hinge on their attainment. It's about realizing that we are enough, just as we are, and that there is profound beauty and freedom in that realization. By integrating santosha into our lives, we open ourselves up to a more fulfilling, peaceful, and authentic existence. The importance of mindfulness and living in the present moment. Before we talk about the transformative power of mindfulness, it's important to understand its roots in Buddhism and its fundamental principles. Mindfulness, deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings, is the practice of maintaining moment-by-moment awareness without judgment. At its core, mindfulness teaches us to fully engage with the present moment, appreciating it for what it is rather than constantly chasing after future goals or dwelling on past regrets. By cultivating a non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, mindfulness fosters a sense of contentment and peace in the present moment. One of the key benefits of integrating mindfulness into our lives is the shift it brings in our relationship with ourselves. Instead of fixating on changing ourselves or striving for an idealized version of who we think we should be, mindfulness encourages us to deepen our understanding and acceptance of ourselves as we are. Through mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and equanimity. This shift in perspective enables us to break free from the cycle of self-criticism and self-improvement, leading to a greater sense of inner peace and well-being. In essence, mindfulness offers a pathway to profound personal growth and transformation. By cultivating present moment awareness and acceptance, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience and grace, finding contentment and fulfillment in the here and now. As we journey through life, the allure of self-improvement can often overshadow the profound simplicity of just being. Buddhism teaches us that by releasing the grip on constant self-enhancement, we open ourselves to a life rich with fulfillment and ease. It invites us to embrace simplicity, to cultivate gratitude for what is, and to cherish the present moment. This path may not be strewn with accolades or milestones, but it is one that leads to true contentment and inner peace. So, as we part ways today, I encourage you to ponder the Buddhist way of life. Consider the serenity that comes from living with simplicity and gratitude. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, may you find joy in the simple, unadorned corners of your life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Uplift Saga, for more inspiring content.